that yellow machine making a push around Carlos Munoz. Beautiful move there by Castroneves. The Pennzoil bright yellow machine really pops off the screen. To the backstretch he goes. He's easy to pick out, isn't he, Bob?
Several yellow cars, but he is very easily spotted with the black Pennzoil on the side.
And to the #1 spot is Helio Castroneves, 225 miles an hour. Castroneves, now the fastest driver on the track, and that yellow machine setting up in the backstretch, making passes 225.648 miles an hour for Helio Castroneves. Turn 3. Nice lap. Of course, they're drafting, so
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
still fun. Still makes it fun. 3 drivers over 225.
Bragging rights is what they're dealing with now, but even in a draft, if you don't have a fast car, you're not going to get that kind of speed out of your machine. So Leo moves to the top. Carpenter on the track in number 2224.396. His best of the day, so he moves into the top 10 in speed. And Carpenter 224.3. Teammate J.R. Hildebrand just a little bit quicker, 224.6. Sage Karam in car number 22 leaves pit lane.
See if TK can pick it up. Currently 10th. Tony Kanaan is 10th, 223.6. Running pretty much clean laps, though. Hasn't really been out of the draft a whole lot at this point. And Carpenter continues to take laps. Michaela Lotion brings his car back along pit lane. There's the 27 coming back in. EJ Viso in the 27 machine. Waiting to get an update on Hinchcliffe. Hoping to get some news about him. He sustained that concussion in the Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Hoping to get an update on his condition and ability to drive later today, possibly. Castroneves still the fastest driver on track. Elio setting the pace. 31 drivers have been out. Castroneves over 226 miles an hour. The only driver to top 226. Townsend Bell 225. Ryan Hunter-Reay 225. Those are the top three right now. Yellow out for some debris on the course. There's 21 back along with his teammate Ed Carpenter. 20 and 21. Fuzzy's Vodka. And then the 21 car preferred freezer machine. (12 and 11) have been getting after it. Sebastian Bourdais and Will Power out there running side by side, working in the draft, taking turns. 19 pulls away right in front of us at the start-finish line. Justin Wilson, there's 68. Alex Tagliani in a pretty black and white machine. Bourdais goes blasting by. Machine Munoz, Sensei, Andretti TV.com. It's a Honda powered car. There's a live look off of turn number 4. Kimball running with Oriol Servia. Servia in that black 16 getting past him. That's Oriol up front. Black card on Saturday, and then we'll figure out the starting lineup Sunday, and the shootout should be fantastic this year, the top 9. going for the pole position Sunday afternoon.
We do have
Get quick right now. Car looks good. Does it feel good?
It's feeling great. You know, we've been happy with it basically from the first lap we turned, and you know, KV's got a great baseline setup. Obviously, from last year, had so much success with TK. So just kind of tweaking and going through the motions. We're sort of on plan right now. Weather's obviously cool. I'm not sure we'll see this on race day, but it's good to know that the conditions we had, or the situation with our car that we had on warmer conditions, repeated this morning. So so far so good.
When it's 50 degrees, can you feel that when the track is that cold? Are you a little bit wary when you first go out there?
For sure. I mean, I've never had the sensation of cold on my neck as when I went out to do my shakedown. It's just install lap this morning. I was going down the back straightaway, and it was literally like ice water pouring behind my helmet as the air hit my neck. But it's always fun to experience something new here at Indianapolis.
You get the extra boost tomorrow to really get a sense of what you might have for qualifying. We know people will trim out. Will anyone start to try to do qualifying sim in the race day horsepower setup today, or is this still all race day today?
Well, you can certainly learn, you know, where your balance is and get a feel for kind of aerodynamic, you know, balance front to rear. But as you say, it's a whole new deal when they turn up the boost. Having said that, we've got weather that is, you know, likely coming tomorrow, maybe Saturday. It's always unpredictable. You'd hate to sit around and watch it rain all day tomorrow without having a chance to maybe bolt it on today. So we'll see what the engineers decide.
I like the Robert Graham hat. I don't know that I'm stylish enough to pull it off, though. You think?
Well, look into the camera.
Yeah, let's see what you think. What do you think, Dave? And
Kevin,
these
no,
are nice
I don't think.
hats
No,
here,
Kevin.
And the crew has them.
No,
The car
Kevin.
is very fashionable.
Kevin,
Most
you
importantly,
need to
it's
take
fast,
that hat
right?
off.
It is fast. Now I need my hat back.
All right. He's got to have the hat. That's part of the marketing plan. Townsend Bell back here in the garage area.
You look like Opie. Take that thing off, Kevin Lee. I'm going to start calling you Opie. Now, Townsend Bell can pull that off. Kevin Lee, I don't think so. I went over to see Dario Franchitti a couple of weeks ago, Bob, in Scotland for a special story, and what a treat that was. But I bought one of those Jackie Stewart plaid hats.
Oh, yeah?
And I only had the courage to wear it one time, and my wife looked at me and said, no, that's not, you can't do that.
Well, I think you should wear it out here this weekend or next week.
And you know the other thing I've learned about Dario Franchitti that a lot of people don't know?
Yeah?
He's a chick magnet.
No kidding.
I'm not. I mean, every woman that I run into at the racetrack wants to know about Dario,
Yeah?
and it has nothing to do with his abilities to drive a car. So I'm going to have a conversation with Franchitti about that. Should be interesting. All right, the man who's fastest from a year ago on pole day was Ed Carpenter, 229.3. 229.3. Ed Carpenter with the fastest lap a year ago during qualifying.
It is Eloshin.
Obviously, he was coming into the pits and stopped the car before he got there. Maybe some kind of a fire or some kind of a leak or whatever. But McHale is out of the car and okay. And the fire crew is quickly there.
So it's the 7 car, not the 17. That's the discrepancy. Mikhail Eloshin from Moscow, Russia for Schmidt-Peterson.
All right, we're back here in the Brian Herta Autosport Garage with the co-owner, Steve Newey. The only incident we've had so far was late yesterday with rookie Jack Hawksworth, who lost and made pretty heavy contact in the turn 3 area. The car right here is being prepared. How much damage was done yesterday, Steve?
Pretty much took the left side corners off the car and the left side bodywork.
What is being done today? How much work have you had to do? How late were they here last night getting it turned around?
We were here till about 10 last night and here bright and early this morning, and the guys are making steady progress, and we hope to be out later this afternoon.
So a couple more hours of work left?
Hours, yeah.
What can you get done here today in these cold conditions?
Well, you know, the conditions are the same for everybody. We just need to get out and shake the car down, make sure everything's working properly, you know, functioning properly. All the electronics are still working like they're supposed to. We had put a new engine in last night as well, and just make sure the car's working well, and then we'll get back and build up to speed and go from there.
Your rookie driver has been very impressive all season long. You led more laps than anyone here in the Grand Prix race on Saturday. And what happened to him happens to almost every new driver here. What do you say to him after that to make sure he keeps his confidence?
Well, you know, I mean, Jack's a great driver, and he's got a lot of confidence, and we have a lot of confidence in him as well. So we're confident we're going to be right back up to speed, and he has done an awesome job so far. We couldn't be more happy with his performance.
All right, best of luck to you guys getting back out on track and throughout the rest of the month.
Appreciate it.
That's Steve Newey, Brian Herta Autosport, the car getting repaired right now, and hope to see that number 98 out on track with Jack Hawksworth a little later on today.
Here is the way things have shaken out so far today. No big surprise at the top of the board. LAO at 226 plus. Townsend Bell doing a nice job. Ryan Hunter-Ray third. Kurt Busch, Simon Pageau, Sebastian Bourdais. Bob, a comment about Kurt. You mentioned he was out there amongst that trio running nose to tail a few moments ago. He has really taken to this racetrack, I think, in a very, very positive way.
I think he's been very impressive too, Bake, and it just indicates to me that he is a strong contender for the pole on Sunday. But he's just made hardly any mistakes all this month and has been among the fastest just about every day.
So again, we're under a yellow condition for the 7 car of Mikhail Eloshin out of Moscow. No indication exactly what the situation was, but you can see the smoke and a couple of pops of flame out the rear of that machine. So we'll try to get word for you if we get it. All right, we talked earlier that James Hinchcliffe is getting set to go back. He's been cleared. Let's go to Kevin Lee. Kevin?
There's James Hinchcliffe back here just outside of Gasoline Alley, just away from the pit lane. Good to see Hinch back and around visiting with people and back to work here sometime soon. I just talked with the Andretti Autosport team, and we're thinking that the engine change may be complete in about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe somewhere around the 5:30 area, which would give them about a half hour to get some work done. EJ Viso was in the 27 car earlier today. They lost an engine, so that's a process of several hours to get an engine changed. So maybe a little bit of track time today for James Hinchcliffe, as he said, shake off the cobwebs a little bit and get that engine back up to speed. So we might see Hinch back out on track before we're done today.
And once again, the track is going to close at 6. There was some speculation it might go until 7. They've had plenty of on-course time today, so we'll close shop at 6 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow's going to be a busy day on Fast Friday.
The time has come. It is happy hour. One more hour to go. One more hour of practice. Sebastian Saavedra and Joseph Newgarden running together. Joseph Newgarden's teammate, Alex Tagliani, will go onto the track momentarily. That is Newgarden running with Jacques Villeneuve. what seems like a long time ago, Elio Castroneves set fast time for the day, and he's back out there. Elio's quick with 226.098 as he heads into turn 1. Yellow flag.
No indication as to what the yellow flag is being brought out for. We'll try to let you know as soon as we find out. Yellow, they'll clean that up. We'll go back to green for the final 45 minutes or so of this practice session today. Willpower, 225, 899. Knocking on that 226 door. Top 3 cars on the speed chart being powered by Chevrolet engines.
Will Power comes back into the pits after establishing the second fastest lap of the day. His teammate Elio Castroneves is first, so Team Penske is first, second, and 14 on the speed chart, with Castroneves leading the way. Then Power, and 14th quick so far today has been Juan Pablo Montoya. Watch the replay here. What's going on heading into the pits? Whoa! J.R. Hildebrand and... Boy, he came really close to hitting the barrier there coming in. Watch it again. Villeneuve is in the yellow. And here comes Newgarden. No harm, no foul, but that was kind of interesting. and dangerous.
Leader atop the leaderboard, just as we suggested. Elio Castroneves out for a final run has just turned to 227, 227.166. Elio Castroneves.
Kevin Lee reports from the garage area that Hinch got in the car back in the garage area. They're pulling the car out with him already in it, so at best they're trying to get in an installation lap before the track closes.
One minute to go. 1 minute remains on this Thursday practice. 1 minute.
Scott Dixon, the second car in the picture there.
Dixon that time running 223.1. He is wanting it quick on the day with the top lap of 223.785. And there's the checkered flag, Bob, and we're about done for work for this day.